Hey everybody, Kai is here, and welcome to a special edition of the Ham Brothers podcast. With last weekend being the 4th of July weekend, we put together a little care package of clips from the archive. First up, from our second episode ever, we talk about prejudice in Hollywood, and Rob tells us about wanting to be Matt's life heckler. Check it out. Ham!
Matt, that's a good point. Speaking of protests, so I heard that Jesse Jackson is considering calling for a boycott of the Oscars because there have not been any black nominees. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know how valid that is as far as what black actor in 2014 or 2015, I mean, was in would you consider for a best actor? What movie were we talking about?
The only thing in recent memory is John Boyega in The Force Awakens. That's like the last movie I actually saw in theaters, and
I just can't think of any Oscar.
Well, I mean that's also the thing. Like when it comes to Oscars, like most of the movies that get nominated are movies that most people haven't even fucking seen.
For Best Picture, man, it's usually stuff I've seen.
I don't know. A lot of the times, like when it comes down to it, like half these movies I don't give a shit about, or I just haven't seen, or maybe I haven't even heard very much about.
Well, do you think that there's a casting bias in Hollywood towards white people?
Towards white people?
Do you think there's more white people in films? I think
there are.
There are. That's not like, I don't know if it's a bias, but that's just the way it is. Like, I mean, there are.
So that's that way of thinking, Kai
is that so? Do you think Jesse Jackson has a valid point that there's a opportunity bias in Hollywood that black actors have less of an opportunity to be in films that are Oscar worthy?
I don't know about that. I think there just aren't as many good black actors.
Oh.
I mean, there are great ones.
See, that's that. Yeah,
there are great ones.
That's if you put that
Jamie
on.
Foxx is fucking pretty good, dude.
If you put that statement on Facebook, right? Or you just twittered that like a hashtag Oscars, right? Man. That sound that made is what the internet would do to you. It would actually be like, ooh. They would just burn you alive on Twitter. I think there's a lot of black actors that are really good.
Jackson has to get involved with it. Yeah,
because he's Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson? Well, he is the father of Samuel Jackson, right? or am I wrong?
I think you're thinking of Joe Jackson.
Are you sure? Oh no, Bo Jackson.
They all have the last name Jackson.
Right. Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the Racist Podcast.
That turned very quickly.
I just wanted to see if you guys agreed that black actors there's a discrimination there. They have a good point.
I definitely think that there are less black actors than there are white, for sure.
I mean, would you?
There are less leading roles
for black actors.
For black actors,
right? Probably true. But would you dislike Indiana Jones more if it was Denzel Washington?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If it was Denzel Washington as Indiana Jones, he would have had a lot harder time getting in and out of Nazi Germany.
Right. There are some logistical problems. There are a few caveats you're gonna have to make if if you put Denzel in there instead of Harrison.
Oh. So what?
That would be dope. Let's see a remake of The Last Crusade with Denzel as Sean Connery's part, and then like Will Smith as Indiana Jones. Like, go back to Berlin. What the fuck are you talking about? That was racist. I'm sorry.
Or in that one scene where like the sword wielding guy comes out, and then Harrison Ford just pulls out his gun. Only if it was like Will Smith, he just hold it
Silence. Oh.
That's racist.
Yeah. I'll drive you
Mm-hmm.
with the explicit consent that I can heckle you unresponded to.
You fucking do that anyway.
No, come on. When have I ever heckled you
What was
live?
that? No.
My Wisconsin
No.
came out there for a minute. No, come on now. Come on now, Matt. I've never heckled you live.
No, just
privately.
Yeah.
That's just what friends do.
Like every other waking moment.
Maybe that's what people think. It's like, oh no, we're not fucking friends. We're not hanging out and
I'm just a
you're
professional heckler.
right.
I'm life heckler.
Life heckler. That'd be great. Why don't I start doing that? I'll just go heckle people at their jobs. Oh yeah. Yeah, nice fucking sandwich, buddy. Next. Let me get someone else make this sandwich.
That'd be a good way to get spit in your food.
Yeah.
Real quick.
At the bank and shit. Aw, boo. Boo, this teller sucks.
Yeah, I saw that 20 coming 2 minutes ago.
God. That'd be a good YouTube video. How you want to make that?
Life heckler.
Yeah.
Dude, I still want to do my man bunning idea.
I don't. What is that?
This is
Cutting off people's man buns.
Oh,
well, no. That's good. Okay, but my idea was to take a piping bag full of like frosting, and then just sneak up on dudes with man buns and
Start
frost
frosting
and
their
frost the man bun. Dude.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go over.
I don't give a fuck. You look
funny.
stupid with a man bun, so you look stupid with fucking frosting on your head.
What design would you try and put on the man bun?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Swirl.
Well, yeah, well, it would have to start out, just like a quick little, just swirl, yeah, until I can get,
Make it look like a little cinnamon bun.
yeah, until I can get to where I can, put like happy faces or like a dick,
Yeah.
frosting dick.
On your man bun. That sounds like a porno.
Yep.
Frosting.
Frosting the man buns.
Might get a shit ton of hits on YouTube. Though.
Yeah.
Frosting dick on your man bun? You're attracting the wrong crowd. You did not tag this correctly. Oh. No.
Hashtag frosting dick.
Yeah, Matt, let's do Life Heckler, dude.
Okay.
You just gotta think of a couple. Bobby Wayne will film it too. And,
You gotta heckle the side spinners, dude.
Boo! Boo! I totally saw that twirl coming.
Oh, let me guess. You gonna spin it left now? Oh, there it goes.
Oh, you're gonna move it up and down? Which way's the arrow pointing? You can't really heckle the dudes that are like actually sign spinning, like doing like real tricks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta heckle the people that are just standing there like holding it. Or
Right.
just doing the
Yeah. Flair.
Was this your first day?
Next joke. Not funny. No. I really want to do that, Matt. Two things I said I want to do is when next time you have like 5 minutes, I want to come up with you and sit behind you on a stool with another microphone, and any joke that falls flat, just turn to me, and I'll start explaining why it's funny. That, and I want to go and just call out the punchlines as you do them. I've never even met this fucking guy before. I just know where these jokes are going.
Oh man, he's so fucked up.
Yeah, we can do that.
Please let me be there for that. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, dude. Next time you go to LA, I want to do the explanation comic. Because it's like just
This is my joke interpreter.
yeah.
No, don't even acknowledge him when you come up on stage.
Yeah.
Just bring him on stage and have him sit directly behind you.
Just shake hands.
No, nothing.
And then
Nothing. You walk up just directly behind him and sit there.
Right. And then just tell a shitty joke of yours. Just one you don't use.
So I've been clean for about a month and a half now. And the most important thing to remember about staying clean is to take a shower every day.
Okay. On this one, he's referring to clean as in clean and sober from drugs and hygiene and cleaning yourself.
Oh, okay.
All right, go continue. On this one, I think Matt was trying to point out the similarities between the iceberg and shipberg of his last name. They both contain berg, so okay. Oh man! Hopefully that will because think about it. It's basically joke insurance. Mm-hmm. Right? basically joke insurance. So that even if you totally eat shit on a joke, having someone explain it afterwards saves you from zero laugh. And then you're like, no, that's the bit the whole time. The whole bit is I tell bad jokes.
This was all planned.
Really? Right. And then so I just sit there in case. I just sit joke insurance. Mm-hmm. That's it. You know what? Actually start telling your friends that I offer joke insurance. For just alcoholic beverages, I will sit behind and explain any joke of theirs that does not go over. Hey, sometimes you don't need me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just gonna sit back there and people will be like, "What the fuck was with that guy sitting behind Matt the whole time?" But sometimes you're gonna eat shit. You're gonna wish you had some joke insurance.
Or sometimes you won't even know how to explain the joke if you don't get it.
I think even with jokes I don't get, I usually go, oh, okay, I can see where they were trying to get there.
You understand where they were going.
And it's even better if I have to think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a woman here, but I'm assuming she's associating the pain of childbirth with how much her boyfriend's being an asshole. Okay, continue.
Next up, from our third episode, Rob lays out his plan to get famous, and we help Matt confront his fear of Chipotle.
I've thought about
What
this.
does that mean?
I've thought about this several times. Is that the quickest way to become a celebrity, even faster than YouTube, is to beat the shit out of a celebrity in public.
What? Yeah,
No,
you're the most famous person in jail.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't.
But if it's somebody that's universally despised, people.
Oh yeah, of course. Like
some
you
people
can't.
that hate you. Like if you, for instance, if I beat the fuck out of Justin Bieber, a lot of people would hate me. I'd probably get some death threats. But on the other side of the coin, people would be high fiving me in every fucking bar.
Once you get out of jail, it's be like, I'm right on top.
Dude, in jail, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you kicked the fuck out of Justin Bieber." Yes!
It's like, somebody pay my bail, please.
Exactly. Dude, I'm sure if I beat the shit out of Justin Bieber...
It would definitely... You should start a Kickstarter for beating the shit out of Justin Bieber.
This is going to be my bail now.
To pay your bail and for your lawyer.
This is my lawyer's fees. As soon as we raise this, I will find him, I will track him down, and I will beat the fucking shit out of him.
I think we're onto something right now.
It's all, you know how the Kickstarter has, you pay for different things? It's all, a punch to the face is $50.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I think we need to write a script about this, actually.
Oh, yeah?
This could be a whole movie idea.
Of beating up Justin Bieber?
Or anybody.
Well, obviously it's called
Bieber. So for your biggest contributors, you'll have, they would get a copy of the video footage that you have filmed of
you
them
get it first.
You get
some of it.
You can be there.
I'll collect all the blood from my knuckles and feet, and then I'll
you
put
can tattoo the name of a donor of $5,000.
We'll fly you in so you can be the witness. You can be the witness in court to testify for my half. The whole thing.
So, Your Honor, I plead broke. I needed this money. This was the only way I could think. But I was thinking, because if you were on Hell's Kitchen or whatever, you don't strike me as the type of dude that would just take Gordon Ramsay's shit. And if he told you to leave, you're like, get the fuck out!
Stab him.
Get the fuck out! You're just like, you know what?
Baking pan.
Throw your shirt off and your apron off. You're like, let's right now, buddy.
Just shatter an olive oil bottle.
You think you're off, shit, Ramsay? Let's do this.
Bring it.
Turn all the burners on. Have all the chefs form a circle. Chef battle to their death. 2 chefs in there. No chef, please.
But it looks delicious.
Hey,
I love Chipotle.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had Chipotle.
What?
Only because my anxiety, for the simple purposes, since I haven't gone to Chipotle, I don't want to go there. Just because I know that there's a whole process that you have to do when you get there and you make your own burrito.
Have you ever been to Subway?
Yes.
Do you go to Subway often?
Every once in a
Then
while.
go to Chipotle. It's the same
But
fucking
it's,
thing.
it's a new place, and
No,
new places
It's
scare
the
me.
same goddamn thing.
Like, Matt's right, because he'll get in there and they'll be like, would you like white rice or brown? And he's like, he's like, look, faggot, we're here for it. Stop wasting everybody's fucking time. Hey guys, look at this fucking faggot ass.
This guy doesn't even know if he wants white or brown rice.
See, that's my worst
Fucking
fear. That's my
Christ.
worst fear.
All you customers, boo this man for being Chipotle ignorant. The piece of shit.
It might happen.
Hey, there's some idiot up there that doesn't know if he wants brown or brown rice. Get him out of
Get out of
here.
here. Hold on, stay right here. Let me call my cousin. Hey, this
Jerry,
fucking moke
Jerry,
doesn't know what rice he wants.
Where you at? I'm at Chipotle. This fucking idiot over here.
Be on
Come
YouTube, it's like, idiot can't choose rice.
Wow. I feel like I can go to Chipotle now because all of that abuse has made me so much stronger now.
Well, it definitely won't be that way. I'm pretty
But what if it is?
So,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's like about a 2% chance that might happen.
I wonder if that has ever happened to somebody.
Oh god.
I'm sure it's happened within the inner dialogue of a Chipotle employee. Like some
fuck
dude
you.
is probably just like, you fucking piece of shit.
I'm sorry, but what cut of meat is this steak coming from? I mean, where do we...
Can you tell me what the difference would be if I got a taco or a burrito?
I have never had Mexican food before. So can you explain to me the difference between
Well, I'm sorry.
a
What
burrito?
kind of food?
Mexican?
I'm sorry. I don't.
Mexican?
I feel like you're trying to say something.
Mexican?
I don't.
I believe...
What kind of? Gotcha. Okay.
Mexican.
Next up, from episode number 5, Rob tells us about a AM radio program in which a man portrays himself as Jesus.
Well, gentlemen, I was on my way here and I was listening to AM radio. Do either of you guys ever listen to any AM talk radio at all?
Nope.
Not really.
I used to when I had a car and
Right. When you
I
tend to
used
be
to listen to the radio.
Well, there's a radio station, a local radio station I won't name, but on Sundays, one of their reporter guys basically impersonates Jesus for a few hours. You're not aware of this?
No,
on the
not
radio?
at all. If I was,
As
I'd probably be
Jesus.
listening to it.
And I mean, the guy's not. At first, when I heard that, I thought, "Oh, okay, it's like satire. Is it supposed to be funny?"
Yeah.
But no, he's being literal. Okay,
Oh wow.
and
So it's like a Jesus and Friends type of thing, like South
It's-
Park. Like
well, it's literally like people call in, they're like, "Hey, Jesus," and he's like, "Hey,"
Does he give advice?
based off the Bible,
Oh my god.
right? Like, so people
Oh.
call in, they're like, "Yeah, I don't know what to do. My kids, blah, blah, blah."
Blasphemer!
Yeah. Well, right. But I mean, the guy plays it off in the sense that like he's like, well, this is more like a theatrical telling. Like if someone were to be Abraham Lincoln, like, and I'm like, go ahead, ask me questions, and I'll answer you as Abraham Lincoln based off what I know about him.
yeah, but doing that as Abraham Lincoln versus doing that as
Jesus
Christ,
Christ.
it's slightly different. I think anyway. Like
Right, and well, the thing about it too is that obviously not everyone listening to that thinks he's Jesus Christ. But
No.
a small percentage,
Is that really you?
dude, a small percentage of people when they call,
I was like, Jesus, when did you come back?
they talk to him with like this like passionate reverence, like they're talking to Jesus Christ.
wow.
Okay.
I'm just so glad that you died for our I'm like, dude, it's not the guy. It's
It's
not the guy.
Maybe
Is there
I mean,
like a-
he doesn't like
Is there a disclaimer in front of the show?
yeah like,
No.
like,
Not really Jesus.
He goes, dude, I swear, I shit you not. He goes, welcome to the Jesus Hour. I'm your holy host.
And he says, like, I'm Jesus.
Yes, and even weirder still, he refers to himself in the third person as his producer.
What the... What?
Right, so he's like, so myself and my producer, Rob, like, I'm Jesus speaking, and me and my producer, Rob.
Whoa, so he's, like, a paranoid schizophrenic, then. He has
Yeah, like
multiple
multiple-
Well,
personalities.
he also has other shows, and I really don't want to name the dude,
Yeah.
even though he's way more fucking famous than whatever, but
Well, yeah, he's...
he's Jesus. He's bigger than Jesus?
Oh.
I don't...
What are his ratings like? I mean, that's what you gotta look at.
A lot of people listen to that now. A lot of people do.
That's insane, though. Like, Wow.
Well,
I...
my idea was, of course, that we should start...
We should call him Satan.
No, no. We need to start our own podcast or our own call-in show.
Mm-hmm.
As the devil.
Okay.
I'll be the.
Okay. there you
Welcome
go.
to Satan Hour with the devil. So first caller, go.
All of your sins, I want to hear about them.
Yeah. Hey, hail Satan. So, this guy at my work's like really annoying me. He keeps stealing my stapler.
Kill him.
Next caller. So the other day I pushed an old woman.
Yeah,
Right on.
Tell me
Fucking.
more.
Okay, keep going.
Let's get good. This is what I'm talking about, people. Call in. Tell me this stuff.
This is what's wrong with this country. Too many religious fanatics and not enough devil. But do you think that Jesus will punish this man for impersonating him?
I don't know. I mean, I would imagine so. Or would he more so be punishing the people calling in?
That actually believe it's
Yeah.
Jesus?
Worshipping false idol?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's still him, but...
I see where what he's trying to do, and in a lot of ways, he's just giving biblical advice based off what he, But in the words of Bill Hicks, I've never been so presumptuous to say what I think God meant to say was. When's the last time you were at church, guys?
Like attending a service, like an actual service, or
Yeah.
like for funeral reasons.
No, that doesn't count.
The actual service, fuck, I could not tell you. 7 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. What about you? When's the last time you went to the GOG?
Oh, synagogue? I don't know. I've been to church.
Well, see,
When I
here's
was
the
a
thing though.
kid.
It wasn't my, like, I didn't go there for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I was there for somebody else. I wasn't like, you know what I'm gonna do?
You were trying to get laid.
Yeah, probably.
So you went to-
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, baby, I love Jesus. Whatever.
Yeah. No, when I was a kid, my next door neighbor, whenever I would stay the night at their house on Saturday, the condition was I would have to go to church with them the next day.
And apologize for
Yeah,
Jesus.
for being Jewish, pretty much. And one time I went, and my parents went. Like there was some magician performing there.
No, that's Jesus. He does.
I
does
couldn't tell.
Yeah, blood into wine.
Yeah.
Type the.
That was my first
Balloon
introduction.
animals.
Yeah, so we go, and he does his magic and all this stuff, and then he does like the Lord's Prayer. So I don't know. He does something, and he says, "If this is your first time ever saying this prayer, put your hand in the air." And I'm like,
That's a trick.
I didn't know. I was like 10. Like I'd never said it before, so I was
yeah.
like, I don't want to lie in church. I'm pretty sure that's bad. So I put my hand up in the air. My mom was sitting a couple rows behind me, and then afterwards she's like, "So what? You're Christian now?"
Nice.
I was like, "What?" She's like,
In-
Fashunda!
Wait, in church or
No,
like
right after the service was done.
She was like
we
waiting
walked
outside the door smoking a cigarette. Oh, how wasn't there? Fucking Judas.
Yeah, she's like, "So you're Christian now?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I saw you raise your hand." I was like, "He asked the question. It was my friend. I didn't know."
Maybe. What if Matt had like in Fight Club where he goes to all the self-help groups for like cancer survivors so he can cry. What if that was actually just your thing you got off on, is going to different churches and saying that you're like ready to come to God, and then like pretending to do it, and then just everyone's like hugging you and shit. And you're like, yay, all right, I'll be in touch, guys. I'll be back next week. And you just keep going to church. Man, I wonder if there's got to. I mean, the world's a big place. There's got to be some sick fuck that.
Sure.
I'm sure that is amazing. If there is, I want to speak to that person.
Dude,
Like,
how could you even blame that, dude? Like, it's like the most accepting, like, and awesome feeling. People are happy and happy that you're there, and strangers, fucking total strangers, are like embracing you and crying and shit, and you just feel like a part of something. And then you just keep fucking doing that.
And
like,
then you just go to the bathroom and whack off, like, or you nut there, like.
No. I'm not saying you get off sexually. Just fulfills the need.
That's instantly where I went. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Well, have you ever read that book Choke by Chuck Palahniuk?
No.
By the same guy who did Fight Club. The main character, what he does is he goes into restaurants, fakes choking, just to get some kind of physical touch. So when people are like giving him the Heimlich, and then he's able to form like a connection to these people, and then scam them out of money.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, similar.
Yeah.
Maybe just with going to churches,
Mm-hmm.
Or getting free shit. I don't know. You probably get a lot of free food that way.
I'm thinking like different churches or the same kind.
Oh no, it has to be a different church. Because
no, I mean like different religions.
Oh yeah, well, like some some religions really don't give that big a shit when you convert.
I've been to synagogues a few times, and
actually,
they don't even ask.
Actually, it's kind of hard to become a Jew.
Yeah,
they don't just let anybody in there.
Process you have to go through.
It's like a Hollywood club.
Yeah,
they're not just because you show up with money doesn't mean you're fucking opening the doors. Yeah, and Buddhism too. I think they'd just be like, okay, just come in and shut up.
Yeah,
sit down, shut up.
Good job. Come on.
Yeah, this is where it should be. What do you want, a fucking cookie? You figured it out. Sit down.
Like at a synagogue, they use that Jewish guilt. Is this anybody's first time in a synagogue? Raise your hand. What took you so long?
You do whatever you want to do. I'm just over here waiting. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Is that like... No, that's not Jewy enough, actually.
That could have fooled me.
Yeah. I'll try. I'll call you and see if I can fool you. Matt, this is your Uncle Herschel. Why haven't you been to synagogue?
Rob, your name came up on the call.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, you're fucking FaceTiming me. I can see you. Damn it.
Okay, now
I'm your Uncle Herschel. How dare you?
Why do you have a fake beard on top of your regular beard?
You got very Dracula at the end of that one, dude. Like, how dare you?
How dare Jews are kind of Dracula-ish. Vampiric.
And then they suck the life force out of you? Or they live forever?
If you consider your money to be your life force.
Which I believe most of us do, for the most part, unfortunately.
Well, I find it ironic that the only Jew we know is also the brokest person. It's all breaking stereotypes left and right.
He's breaking that glass ceiling. He's jumping through it.
Not going to pay for it, though.
That's right.
Get somebody else to do it.
Yep. Yeah, because with the church thing, I thought about that. Like, if you went to the same church and then just, like, they knew... They would start getting pissed off pretty quick if they did that every night. Let's say every Sunday, they're like, if this is your first time and you want to come to Jesus, just raise your hand right now and we'll bring you up to the front, brothers and sisters, right now. And then you just kept doing it, and they're like, stop it. And anybody out there, Kaya's not you, anybody out there who feels the Spirit move them today, the Holy Spirit is alive in this room, raise your hand today if you want to come to Kaya's not you, stop it. All right.
Me. So much
Ushers, please.
So much
escort this man out of the room, please. That's actually the cadence. The cadence for a good preacher, I've learned, is actually close to just a slowed down auctioneer. You want to kind of an ascend. Every time you're talking, you're getting a little bit higher till you're talking about Jesus. Hallelujah, praise the Lord, getting a little bit higher. I got Jesus on the 5, 5, 5, and we got 5. And I got 3, 3, 3, 10, 10. How many Holy Spirit over here? Holy Ghost, what a deal! All right.
And lastly, from episode number 8, we run through a gambit of millennial terms and have guest Miguel Gonzalez try and break them down to us and explain to us what they actually mean.
So I looked up these millennial terms that I don't know, and apparently I'm even
young person
behind.
interpreter.
Apparently, fleek is not a cool thing to say anymore. Apparently,
I
Not?
No,
I just started saying it. What the fuck, man?
I never believed it was a cool thing to say.
all right. Well,
Well, no, I didn't either. But then, like, I was like, well, I'm hearing it so much. Like, maybe I should try and, like, how, like, I think at one point, like, I was thinking I was in the grocery store and, like, saw somebody, the person behind me, they had similar items to what I'd be purchasing. But they looked younger. So I was like, is their grocery list on fleek? Is that something to say? Do I say that to this person?
No.
well, apparently, according to PopSugar.com, snatched is the new fleek. Is that
Snatched?
okay?
I'm too old for that.
All right, fuck, all right.
Snatched?
Like,
So your eyebrows are snatched. Because that was the only context that I knew of fleek was their eyebrows.
were on fleek.
Your eyebrows were on fleek.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
What else?
Yeah, exactly. Is it just an eyebrow term? Is it only for eyebrows? Can you use it
from
for
what I
something
know,
else?
it was like if something's on point or whatever.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. So, but snatch now? Is
That
that
sounds
apparently.
bad.
Yeah,
sounds
right? Like,
Okay. Also, apparently, the word sus, which is just
Oh.
short for suspect.
Yeah.
So you say like, "Oh, this fucking sus." I
That's-
guess
that's
that-
stupid.
I sound old.
that's tough.
yeah, no, that's...
But you're aware of that one?
Yeah, that was in high school. I remember that.
Okay.
It was like, he drinks cranberry juice. He's sus. Or whatever.
That's fucking awesome. Okay.
Well, why would drinking cranberry juice make somebody sus, though?
If you only drink cranberry juice, that's kind of sus.
Well, yeah.
They just always have a constant UTI.
What is with this guy?
I just chose a fruity drink.
All right, so and then boots. Apparently,
I don't know that.
You don't
What is that?
boots?
Mexicans got on boots?
Mexican got boots.
oh, that's a great bit.
Wait, what's boots?
Okay, apparently,
Please tell me it's referring to literal boots.
apparently, you just add the word boots to the end of an adjective to emphasize as like a hyperbole whatever you're saying.
Can you give us an example, please?
Yes.
That sounds like
So-
a girl.
This is Red Boots McGee, right? Red is the adjective. It's like, oh, you're
Okay, so what again? What
aggressive
does boots
boots.
mean?
it's just an additive to an adjective. There's what they're telling me.
I think it's
my
like
God.
if you say cool shit, it's like cool boots.
Okay, yeah. It says, let's say you're
back
very
in my day,
tired.
we said cool beans, but I guess
Yeah. It's like
it's
beans
boots
instead
now.
of boots,
Okay.
or boots instead of beans. It's like
So fuck boots?
if you're like
Instead of
super
fuck
tired,
beans?
you'd say I'm tired boots.
Yeah. I think that is it.
Wait.
That's the
Why
literal
not-
example this fucking website gives.
Why
It's
not
tired
just
boots.
stop at tired?
I don't know.
Why is this?
Because you want to sound cool, Caius.
Yeah, I guess.
I want the kids to know what you're talking about. Like, what does tired mean?
Yeah, I'm tired.
You're
What?
tired
Fucking
boots?
angry
Oh,
boots
fuck,
over
you're
here.
talking about-
That is weird. Okay. Okay. Apparently, cis is the new bro. Is that correct?
Never heard of that.
No. Okay. However, you'd normally use bro, just replace it with cis. Even if you're speaking to
Sub
dudes.
sis.
Sub cis.
So it's the female version.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's like a feminist
Okay,
type
I
of
can-
thing. They're trying to.
I can get behind
woman
that, I
empowerment,
guess.
yeah, I guess.
Okay. How about hunty?
What?
Instead of cunty.
Hunty is a combination of honey and cunt. So it originated in the drag world and was popularized by RuPaul to
Okay.
describe your friends. Like to say they're sweet, but kind of a fucking cunt.
Okay, that I can kind of get behind. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that makes sort of sense in that realm. I suppose.
I like how they cross words together too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Not, they don't only cross genders.
I
They
think
cross words as well.
You're scrunty because you're scrumptious and a fucking cunt.
So maybe it's. I think maybe it's just a way to get away with saying cunt.
Yeah,
Right.
without actually having to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't cool or anything, or I don't know if it is cool, but I never adopted like slang ever
Yeah.
because I don't think in slang. So I would just talk.
I think in actual words.
Yeah.
Right? That's brilliant, though. It's like someone's like, "Oh, I'm scrunty as fuck." You're like, "What the fuck are you saying? That is not in the dictionary."
Yeah, but
Not yet.
well, yeah. Number one, these words are making their fucking ways
Yeah.
into the dictionary,
Which is bullshit. Shame on you.
Yes, that Webster.
Fucking Webster.
You sound like an old man. We have a certain set of words that we used to say back in my day.
Well, no, but I mean,
Listen,
things
we
like-
never
listen.
said scrunty.
Yeah, listen.
If you wanted to call somebody a cunt, you just called him a fucking
Yeah, no,
cunt.
goddamn right. I'll get behind that fucking statement. Okay, like bullshit. Don't try and fucking sugarcoat it. No, if you're a cunt, you're a cunt. Okay,
I feel like people are more accepting of like
of hunty as opposed to cunt.
they're this, but they're also sweet too. You know what I mean?
Right?
Well, yeah,
They're swanty.
well, no,
Sweet and
I
cunty.
think more so. I have an issue with slang words like that being introduced into the dictionary. Because what was something like, I think twerk like made it
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Got in there.
Twerk, yeah, I think
Mhm.
twerk and like something else recently got into the dictionary. But then it was funny because they were words that were like something like now where boots replaced freaking whatever. But it's like they put them in the dictionary as soon as they were forgotten.
They're not selling a lot of dictionaries.
As soon as the words are not on fleek anymore, that's when they started
they
putting
become
them in there.
hunty.
Right.
I can see the board meeting at Webster where they're like, "Look, we're becoming fucking irrelevant. Everyone can just look up shit on Google. Let's just start adding words. Whatever we gotta do." All right, so here's another one. Okay, so goals as fuck, AF. So the first thing, as fuck, stands for as fuck. Goals refers to something you admire or want. So a proper response to this killer gif of Nicki or Beyonce is goals as fuck. Because
Is
I
it
clearly
GIF
want.
or GIF?
It's GIF.
Is it GIF?
Yeah.
Okay.
GIF is a peanut butter.
That's true.
I'm sorry. Doesn't the fucking guy that created the software refer to it that way?
No.
Because what does it stand for?
Girls
Graphics.
I'd like to fuck.
No. Graphics image file.
Yeah. GIF.
GIF. Not GIF.
How does G sound? G. G. No, that's a J. J is
Tell
J.
that to Jeffrey
It's a so-
Ross.
Joffrey?
Soft J?
You mean
it's a soft G or a hard G?
Joffrey?
Goffrey?
Whatever. There's a G in there.
No, it's a GIF.
All right, so I guess that's not one. All right, Stan. Stan is the internet's word for a hardcore fan. It comes from the Eminem song "Stan," which is about an obsessed fan. Stanning is a thing. He's stanning Eminem by writing him all those letters.
Is that really a thing?
I don't know.
I've never heard it used as like a verb, like standing.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But
you've
you've heard it.
Yeah, if someone's like crazy about someone, I've heard someone say "stand." I don't like it. Again, I don't like it.
Well, yeah, because
That's amazing. That's so like I've actually literally never heard that before right now.
you're replacing
It's
like
you're,
a verb with a,
You're adding
like
an
a name.
additional letter and replacing another one from fan to stan
Oh,
because it rhymes.
I get it. Okay, but that's still kind of crazy. I've never heard that in
Yeah.
a conversation. All right. We got one left. Extra. If someone calls you extra, you're
He's nodding
either
his head,
trying
you
too
know.
hard or being over the top.
I like that one. I like
That
that
one? I've literally never heard that one either. God, I'm fucking old. All right, so how would you use extra?
like if somebody doesn't shut up and like everybody eventually is like just has to listen or something, or like too obnoxious, like big, loud all the time.
Okay,
Extra.
they're extra.
Mm.
I hate that bitch, Lauren. She is so extra.
You use it perfectly.
All right. I'm so proud. That went very well.
You just officially knocked 2 years off your age right now.
Oh, dude.
Congratulations.
You might get a little bit more street cred now with the millennials.
I was actually going to start
Miguel's
by...
gonna go out and tell the world about you, dude. He's gonna.
Well, now I'm going to blend in because I know the lingo.
Exactly. That's actually the entire reason Rob did this, was so that he could blend in with any millennials that he encounters with.
That's going to wrap it up this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, follow any and all of our social media platforms, as well as our streaming services, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Play. And be sure to tune in next week for an all-new episode of the Ham Brothers Podcast.